Good afternoon, class. My name is Sipati Kutumela, and today we are going to learn about the wonderful adventures of Neil. Once there was a boy named Niels. He found learning very boring, and every time he read a book, he couldn't help falling asleep. One day, Niels woke up from a deep sleep to find an elf standing in front of him. Niels, who was very mischievous, tried to catch the elf in a net. Like here. The clever elf escaped, and he bewitched Niels to punish him. The poor boy fell down to the ground unconscious. When he woke up, Niels was astonished to see that he had been transformed and now only a few inches tall. Tiny Niels was so frightened, and he ran out of his house and bumped into a rooster, a cat, and a great big goose. The rooster and the cat looked at Niels sternly and said, "You always bully us, and now it's time for us to have our revenge." Niels was very scared and confused. He jumped onto the goose's back and held onto his neck tightly. The startled goose flapped his wings and flew into the air. Before Niels even had time to think, he had the goose way high up in the sky. After a while, the goose grew tired and wanted to have a rest, so they flew down and landed amongst a group of wild ducks. Storytelling. Kids will be asked to gather around in a rug and remain silent while the teacher will read a short story and they listen attentively. Questions will be also asked to them to check retention and memory development. The teacher will be the controller of the whole activity and the storyteller. The person who asks questions, the teacher will also have a notepad to write down the person who asks questions and also answer different questions. A place to gather around, maybe a class corner, and also have a notebook or notepad to write down names of those who ask and answer questions, and a storybook. That's what you need for storytelling. You also need a sheet of questions to ask after reading. And also, storytelling develops a child's intellectual or cognitive development. It also improves the child's comprehension and language development. Also helps with children with communication skills. That way they learn how and when to speak. Helps children to imagine things, the world, and also learn how to memorize or learn fast. Thank you.